Meanwhile, coming up in this half hour, Lester Holt, Amy Robach, myself, we've got, of course, Tiki Barber showing off his muscles. Yes, a big shot, Today's Show correspondent, a heavy drinker. But, did you know he used to play in the NFL? We heard he did okay. Well, turns out you don't have to be a football star to be strong. He's going to show you how you can build your functional strength. I have dysfunctional strength. He's going to show us how to make it functional.
Coming up next, Tiki Barber's workout routine. He's going to show us how he's done. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't try that at home.
This morning on Today's Fitness, get ready for a pure hard workout. If you want to be functionally strong like former NFL running back Tiki Barber turned Today national correspondent, then you need to include things like weight training into your workout routine.
That's right. He is the author of Tiki Barber's Pure Hard Workout. Tiki, good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Well, we're doing pretty good, and obviously, even though you're not playing anymore, you're still in great shape. And you talk about functional strength. What is that?
It can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It's when you're mowing a lawn, can you push it up a hill? For me as a football player, it was, can I run through tackles? Can I stay durable, not fumble the ball like I had in a few early years in my career, and be a reliable, dynamic athlete? And so functional strength is something that a lot of people don't think about. They think lifting weights is just laying on a bench and pushing up 200 pounds. But how often as an athlete are you actually pushing up 200 pounds? You're not. You have to do things that involve movement and building the connectors and everything else in your body that you need to be successful.
Hey, and Tiki, I know a lot of women are watching this show, and a lot of us focus mostly on cardio. We're a little afraid of strength training. We don't want to build the muscle too much. We're afraid that's going to add pounds when we step on the scale.
Well,
what do you say?
The problem is weight doesn't necessarily matter. Obviously, when you lift weights and you build muscle, you're going to gain weight because muscle weighs more than fat does. But it's good for you. It keeps you feeling good. It keeps your connective tissues strong and feeling healthy. And most importantly, and this is one of the things we talk about in the book, you start feeling confident. Mentally, you think you can do things that you otherwise wouldn't have thought you could.
Well, we asked Jen Wilson, a fitness specialist at the NBC Fitness Center, to help demonstrate some of this. First thing you talk about is a dumbbell bench press. Why is that important?
It works on your pectorals. Women are different. A lot of women think that when they lift weights that they're going to get bulky, but the genetic makeup is different. They don't have the same hormones that men do, so you're not going to get big and rippled muscles, but you're going to build the curves underneath that layer of fat that makes it look shapely and good. And a bench press is something that tones your chest, tones your arms, and really one of the marquee exercises of lifting weights.
And we're seeing Jen do this in a gym, but you can do this at home, correct? You don't have to join a gym. You don't have to have a trainer for this.
And it's often easier for women to do it at home, and it's beneficial because they don't need the heavy equipment that men need to build muscle mass and get strong.
Like what are some of the things you could use instead of those heavier
Well,
ones?
you can use these jugs, like this water jug, and after you're finished, you can drink it.
But you better make sure the top's on good, though.
You do things that are functional. Exactly. Make sure you haven't opened it yet. You can either go out and buy yourself some weights, which are not real expensive at Sam's or wherever you want to get it, or pick up something that you can functionally work with.
How about the bench dip?
The bench dip is good for women because a lot of women can't do push-ups. You know, they can't get on their hands and do it. But you work the same muscles by getting yourself on a bench, working your triceps, your chest, and your buys.
Let's talk about squats. You say this is the best exercise. It's tough, though. A lot of women shy away from it because it's
So do a lot of guys.
Well, yeah, exactly. You see people going to the gym and they got these huge upper bodies, men that is, and they have no legs because they neglect the major part of your body. When you're walking, you're climbing, the functional things that you do involve your lower body. And squats are great to build your core, but also shape your thighs and your hips.
And again, you could use the water jugs.
Use the water jugs, and I encourage using weight. A lot of people won't use weight, but using weight helps you balance yourself, and it gets you in a comfortable position as opposed to being off balance without any weight in your hands.
How about the lunge?
The lunge is very good because it splits and isolates certain muscles instead of working all things together.
And lastly, we figured we got to have you do something here.
Yeah, you know,
come on.
When I was working out, it was heavy, dynamic, different type things. Joe Carini, who was my trainer, developed this yoke, which is basically a squat rack that you get up and you walk with, and it's unbalanced, but it works your stabilizers. And another thing he had me do, which involved this bag, which is why I'm halfway down.
How much is this bag?
This bag is probably 80 pounds, but we used to work with one that was over 100, and he would basically say, hold it, and then stand up. And so we'd start from the ground. The first thing you do is just sit up. And now get,
wow. That's impressive.
Stand up.
That's impressive.
Your turn now.
And on Sunday, and on Sunday Night Football Night in America, you do that with Bob Costas, don't you?
All right, Bob, how you doing?
He went there. He went there.
That was you, not me.
But
Bob.
you told me to say that. You told me to say that. The book is Tiki Barber's Pure Hard Workout. Tiki.
Don't worry, Bob. I'll hit him with this.
Thanks a lot. Coming up next, how to look good.